Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bullish week ahead. Here, Bitcoin has hit $47,000 officially. And here, Waters Above posted on Twitter, the $47,000 Bitcoin target has been hit. 48 to 52,000 is still in the cards, but I never go against my trading plan. And guys like clockwork, the narrative is fitting the price action that we have been speculating is going to be upon us in short order. This Wednesday is when everyone is saying a Bitcoin ETF is likely to be approved. But what I want you all to realize is there is a lot of sell pressure on the crypto market right now because this was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. The gains have been priced in. People speculated on the news and now are going to be selling profits once the news breaks. A couple $1,000 gain in Bitcoin is not worth the potential upside risk. A couple $1,000 gain is not worth the potential downside risk of the sell pressure that will come to Bitcoin. But what I will stress is I do still believe the alts could be ready for more ROI in the immediate short term. And this is what I want you all to realize. Guys, you know what's so interesting is that I posted in my previous video that I am selling XRP and that people are not looking at the downside. The downside being, and that people are not looking at this downside. And the downside is the sell the news event of the Bitcoin ETF. And had most people listen to the actual video as opposed to just believing. As opposed to just thinking. As opposed to just headline reading, you'd understand that I still believe our dollar plus XRP is on the horizon. And I do believe it will be a nice profit-taking target with a small percentage of my XRP bag. But what I've come to realize is, after posting that video, is that most people in the XRP community have such a negative sentiment because the price is still low. And this is exactly where the elites want you. They want you angry. They want you tired. Because that is what makes you sell. That is what makes you sell right before the price action. And that is what the powers that be want. I will be taking profits from XRP at a nice little target level that we will be discussing later at this video so that I can sell buyback a little later with a small percentage of my XRP bag. But what I want every single one of you to do is to not headline read. That is something that gets you. But what I want every single one of you to do is to look at the emotions in the market right now and then look at what happens at the exact same time with price action. We already understand what the charts say. Now let's look at the narratives and the excuses for why people will get flat-footed out of the other side of this ETF announcement. Now, with that being said, Laser Eye Podcaster attempts to use the Lightning Network live on air. And this is actually hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, they try to say that nothing beats Bitcoin and its ability to send money without an intermediary. And while you see this live transaction failing right here on YouTube, you need to realize that a solution to Bitcoin scaling problems and a solution to Lightning is spend the bits right here on the XRP ledger made by Jay. But maxis are unwilling to recognize that there are multiple scaling solutions for Bitcoin. They just hate XRP. And they hate the fact that the fastest Bitcoin transactions ever done are right here on the XRP ledger.
But what they're failing to recognize is that I can hold up my phone and Ryan Gentry, who I hadn't sent 1,000 sats to yet, I can push send, right, without asking him his address. And boom, it just like goes, the money just magically shows up in his account. And of course, this is the one time that is not unable to, you don't have your wallet configured with Nostr. So how do you beat something like that? You can't. You can't beat something like that. But what they're failing to recognize is that I can hold up my phone and Ryan Gentry, who I hadn't sent 1,000 sats to yet, I can push send, right, without asking him his address. And boom, it just like goes, the money just magically shows up in his account. And of course, this is the one time that is not unable to, you don't have your wallet configured with Nostr. So how do you beat something like that? You can't. You can't beat something.
Guys, I don't know about you, but doing that live is actually unbelievably embarrassing because it really hits the maxis where it hurts. Bitcoin's technology is not sufficient enough to scale or be a payments network. Bitcoin is nothing more than a store of value, full stop. That is it. But we need a real-time settlement system. We need a quantum boost into the digital age and better infrastructure. And what better way to understand where the future of the payments infrastructure is going than from the Federal Reserve Financial Services and from Payments Infrastructure News, as they posted today. Are you ready for ISO 20022? This is the question posed by the Federal Reserve Financial Services at the start of the year and refers to the extensive content of its Fedwire Fund Service ISO 20022 Implementation Center. This, as all of 2023, was ISO 20022 go live dates, infrastructure changes, March, July, November. ISO went live, FedNow went live, critical changes and updates to ISO took place. Do you think all of these are coincidences? Absolutely not. After years of beta testing Ripple and XRP, they're ready to scale from millions and billions to hundreds of trillions of dollars in real-world assets. Don't believe it? That's fine. But I'm just painting the story for you ahead of time so you don't get left behind.
And so I think that kind of the ability to roll up and be a multi-chain or chain agnostic is huge. And, the XRP ledger, you guys are going to be continually upgrading, scaling, and changing there. But the ability to be, cross compatible with other assets and tokens, I think is where we're going, is this multi-chain future. Because when you go to a website, it's generally pulling from multiple servers, multiple databases to resolve a single image or a single page. And I think that that's going to be a lot of what we're going to see here in the near future, is that, there is no one chain to rule them all. Like Swift, you were kind of like, yep, either you're a bank and you use Swift, or you're just not in, you're not included in the financial system. So I think you're entirely right. We're going to see a lot of, evolutions. We've already proven, a tokenized JPEG, that of the concept of digital scarcity can be worth tens of millions of dollars and hold the value and be able to trade as a financial instrument. Whether that's legal or even anyone cares. It's a great alpha test to showcase. Now we're ready to start beta testing, what we're talking about today, which is real world assets, real title, and start moving from, millions and billions to hundreds of trillions of dollars into blockchain technologies.
100%. Couldn't agree more.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you have all the information that I presented earlier in this video, a Bitcoin ETF being likely, the momentum that XRP has, I did promise in my last video that I will show you my complete XRP exit strategy. And the reason is because I want all of you to be prepared from one of the people you're following and understanding what he's going to do when the market goes full-fledged bull. Right now, what you see on the screen is a XRP portfolio with 25,000 XRP. And the reason I chose this is because 25,000 XRP is something I think a lot of you can realistically either attain or already have. But in regards to my specific XRP exit strategy, I will be holding 50% of my XRP past where I believe a lot of these XRP prices will reach this bull run. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to please ignore this last exit target of $50 right here, because this is just how much I'm going to hold of my portfolio moving forward. I will be holding 50% of my XRP unless something crazy happens this specific bull run where we achieve $50+. And then I'll have to sell a much more significant portion of my bag. But what I want all of you to understand is that currently XRP consists of 33% of my total crypto holdings, meaning that I have 67% spread across other cryptos, including HBAR, Stellar, Quant, others. I am going to completely sell all those other cryptos after this bull run is over, so I can maintain a complete profit-taking strategy with those, but also have some XRP into the future, as I do want to have exposure in crypto with XRP, because I do think everything I've discussed over the past 5 years is possible, and there could be a flip of the switch scenario at some point down the road that we may not be able to anticipate. So I want to have some XRP for that. But specifically for this bull cycle, I'm going to be taking out quite a bit. Here, my first exit target will be in the coming days when I believe we'll pass $1 and we will hit $1.20. And I will be taking out 5% of my XRP at that level. The reason I'm doing this is so that I can reinvest when XRP pulls back with those specific profits, so I could begin the ebbs and flows of buying and selling XRP. And I do think all of you should practice taking profits with the ebbs and flow of the XRP chart with a 5% portfolio allocation. I do believe we are in store for $1.20 XRP in the coming days, especially after a Bitcoin ETF approval. And if that does happen, I'll be taking that 5% out, holding it in cash, reinvesting for the pullback that I do think is inevitable, having more XRP in my portfolio. And then my next level will be $3 at a 5% allocation. Then I'll be taking out 10% at $8, another 10% at $13, another 10% at $17. And the highest I believe we could get in regards to the XRP price is a $22 XRP. And I'll take another 10% out at that level. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people ask me, hey, Bull, aren't you holding on to a little too much of your XRP? Maybe, but I want to make sure I have this XRP locked and loaded for whatever could happen into the future and beyond. And I'll have taken out plenty of other profits with plenty of other cryptos to where I won't even have to think about how much XRP I still hold. It'll just be there. And with automated market makers, I'll have an ability to earn some passive income with that XRP. With F assets, I'll have the ability to have some XRP working for me. With my crypto IRA on iTrust, I'll have some XRP locked and loaded there. Maybe some of you want to put your XRP in a trust, have some XRP locked and loaded there. This is the shift from getting rich from XRP to building generational wealth with XRP. And I'm going to give you all a brief disclaimer. this specific exit strategy. This is for me and my situation and the amount of money I have relative to my goals. Some of you do not have as much XRP as I do. Others have more. You have to look at where you are in your life, and some of you may have to take more aggressive profits at certain price targets in order to reach your goals, in order to be more secure. Some of you really need more money up front than I do. You also all need to remember that I'll be making money when XRP goes up in value from added YouTube revenue because the views will be up. Therefore, I don't have to sell my investment as soon as some of you may have to. Don't just copy and paste what I'm doing into your life. Use what I'm doing as an example and a template of what is possible, what my mindset is, but then shift it for you. Too many people are dependent on other people for their own lives, and that's not what I want. I want this to be a tool for you to use, to adapt your strategies to what's best for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be doing this to perfection in 2024. And I hope every single one of you understands how special of an asset we own. Currently, if we were to take this specific equation into account, my average entry in XRP was 33 cents. And using this 25,000 XRP total, if I were to sell half of my XRP at these specific levels, that would give me a total of approximately $80,000. That is very, very nice. That is not life-changing wealth, but that's a good chunk of money with these levels of tokens and these price targets to where I think I could really make an impact. But let's say you're in a position where you don't want to hold 50% of your XRP into the future. Maybe you want to sell double the amount that I'm selling at these levels. This XRP would then have given you approximately $160,000. And while that's not generational wealth, that's a fat chunk of change. Something I always hear from people is that they wish they would have taken profits in 2017. They wish they would have taken profits in 2021. I've told you all my story of how I lost out on significant 30x to 50x profits in 2017 and how that shifted my mentality in 2021 so that I was able to make 50x on quant. I was able to get in on HBAR 1.8 cents and take some profits along the way. I was able to get data at 7 cents and take 30x profits, and others. This is the mindset shift you all need to take. And I hope, if nothing else, you've gained a greater perspective on what's possible in crypto, what I'm looking to potentially do in this market with XRP. And if any of you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. Ladies and gentlemen, I highly recommend using this Merlin app, which you can sign up for 110% for free down in the description below to get some of your exit strategies ready for your crypto tokens, whether it's XRP, HBAR, Stellar, and others. Having price targets set and seeing a visual on how much you can actually truly make is actually life-changing. It'll put the pedal to the metal in regards to how much money you're leaving on the table if you don't sell at certain levels. And I think especially once you start using it, it's going to be a mandatory tool in your repertoire you have to use. Again, if you want to sign up to Merlin, if you want to sign up and start using this tool, the link is down in the description below. As always, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. This was my XRP exit strategy in regards to certain price targets. And I genuinely hope it helps every single one of you.